Hi, I'm Natalia. Today I'm going to talk about emissions reporting for energy companies and in particular how AXIS can make reporting emissions much easier by making use of existing processes for hydrocarbon accounting. First, some definitions. Greenhouse gas reporting is based on the definition of Scope 1, 2 and 3 emissions. Scope 1 are gases emitted directly from the company's operations, so from gas turbines and diesel engines, for example. Scope 2 are indirect emissions from producing energy that the company buys for its own use, which is mostly electricity supplies for offices and other buildings. Scope 3 includes indirect emissions from all other activities in the company's value chain. AXIS is mainly concerned with Scope 1, although it can be used to capture and report Scope 2 and 3 as well. To report Scope 1 greenhouse gas emissions, we need to do a series of things. Firstly, we need to capture flow measurements and compositions from metering and sampling points. Secondly, we need to validate and process the data. And finally, we need to generate the reports themselves. The good news is, in most cases, that the data we need is already captured for allocation purposes. So we can reuse the data for emissions reporting or capture additional data when necessary. AXIS has an interface to the SCADA system, or data historian, which runs on a daily or hourly basis and reads in flows of fuel and flare gas, as well as diesel tank levels, and run hours of equipment like turbines. It also captures gas and liquid compositions from samples or gas chromatographs. AXIS is used as the definitive database for this data, so it's validated, it's corrected if necessary, and it's marked as approved when it's ready for use. To calculate the quantities of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases, AXIS carries out standard calculations based on compositions and parameters specific to the gas turbines being used or published factors for diesel. The result of this calculation is the daily quantity of each type of greenhouse gas emission at each facility. This data is stored in the AXIS database, where it is available for all types of internal and external reporting. AXIS generates reports in the format required for submission to the regulator, and it can also feed a data lake or provide data for inclusion in other reports. Of course, the most important use of emission data is in helping to reduce emissions and improve environmental performance. Key to this is recording emission events. The goal here is to capture every event that led emissions to exceed the target and to understand the underlying causes. Analysis of this data is a vital part of the drive to continually reduce greenhouse gas emissions. That's all for now, and I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching.